let's read the Silmarillion together. I am going to, from October to December, read the Silmarillion, and I'm inviting you to do a buddy read with me. The way we'll do this is I'll have a Discord where we can talk about it. I will also make videos. I'll explain as I go, though. So, the Silmarillion is a great book. I've read it twice. It is also, in some ways, a difficult book. You know, you love Lord of the Rings, you love The Hobbit. You read this, it's completely different in genre. It's more different. So, it's more different from Lord of the Rings than The Hobbit is, which is maybe the big distinction to make. Is that, you know, you can really like those two, or you could really like at least The Lord of the Rings. Some people don't love The Hobbit. Style-wise, you know, they want a more adult thing. But this is at the far end on the other way. This is mythic legend. This is written like a mixture between Homer and scripture or something. You know, it's somewhere in that ballpark. But I think it's really good. I think it's Christopher Tolkien's great achievement to find a coherent version of the early Legendarium. It's very beautiful. It spans an enormous scope. It covers an enormous scope, and it has all kinds of stories in it. If you want Tolkien at his most Norse, you have that with the Tale of Turin Turambar. If you want great, and indeed the Sons of Feanor is a very Nordic tragedy, so it's certainly at its most tragic. It also has some of the great catastrophic and victory in the midst of disaster things. Beren and Luthien and their love and their victories. Eärendil the Mariner. And it also has a book, the Silmarillion, not the Quenta Silmarillion, which is just, you know, like that big bit in the middle. But the book as a whole also has a bunch of other interesting stories. It has the two early stories, the Ainulindale and the Valaquenta, which are about the creation of the world and the gods. There is a god, and he makes angels basically who are like gods to people. And then the back end, you've got the Akallabeth, which is the fall of Numenor. I understand Rings of Power is probably implicitly drawing on some of that material, even if it's only officially drawing from the appendices, and of the Rings of Power in the Third Age, which is a Second Age transition into Third Age, and the story of how the Rings of Power affect the history of Middle-earth. So it's, in its own way, it's a history of the whole official Middle-earth. I guess apart from the abandoned fragment Coming of the Shadow, it's the whole, or Return of the Shadow, sorry. Is that it? It's the whole history of Middle-earth summed up. That's why it's worth reading. It's beautiful and it's interesting, but because it's difficult, I know some people will appreciate having reading partners, and so why don't a few of us get together to read it together. My suggested reading pace, or what I will be officially doing, I guess I might go ahead sometimes, but will be about 20 pages a week over 3 months. That's very little, albeit in my edition the text is you know, fairly small. It's fairly dense. So 20 pages is probably enough to give you something. Obviously, if you want to read beyond that, feel free. And I have on a Discord that I've made, which I'll link in the description, there will be kind of channels for each section, so you can discuss whatever you've been reading. For each section in the reading plan. I will also put the reading plan in the description. What I'll also do is I will try to, and this is possibly challenging because of the schedule, it depends on work, but I'll try to make a short video every week, maybe on a Friday or something, just my reaction to what we've read. I'm not a Tolkien scholar, so I can't be like, oh, this is the exhaustive background to this, but just giving a discussion of some of the themes as I see them, some of the relevant points as I see them. These would really probably only be a couple of minutes each. You know, a 4-minute reaction video or something. Anyway, that's my plan. Read the book together, discuss it on Discord, short reaction videos from me to each section that we read. And hopefully that's a way of more people coming in to enjoy this strange, difficult, wonderful work. And I'd say definitely commit yourself to, say, 3 or 4 weeks. You know, commit yourself to about, I think the first 4 sections are about 70 or 80 pages together. So commit yourself to that much. Maybe if you're coming in and say, I will read that much, I will give this an honest go, and then see if reading it together for that long helps you enjoy it if you struggled on previous reads. Anyway, that is me for now. Yeah, tell me what you think about the idea in the description, in the comments, sorry, and yeah, come and join the Discord if you are interested. Till next time.